Whoa, what's going on there? No, that's no good. Oh, boy. Something's happening. Uh, just when you thought. Alright, let's try something different. Hey, if you're here in YouTube, I'm trying to get things working. We're having some technical difficulties. Let's try this. We go here. Come on now. What? No. Here. Go start virtual camera. There. Test. Okay, we'll try it again. Good morning, Tony. We're having some tech issues, so we're seeing if we're working. Looks like we are so far. All right. We're just going to see how it works. We had a issue, but we're back and we're live, and that means we're gonna sing a little song. And if you've got songs in your heart, well then come on and sing along. For some of us around here, we're celebrating the country, but other of us around here think it's being run by a monkey. We got love, mourning, and gratitude. We got love, mourning, good attitude. We got things to share with one another. We got things for sister, the other, and brother. We got some things that we're happy for. That's right, it's July 4. Can't rhyme 4 with 4, or can ya? I don't think this song's gonna grab ya. Welcome to Love Morning. Woo, this is a doozy of a start to today's broadcast. I went back to sleep this morning and woke up just 8:45, and then struggled a little bit with some frustration with the shoulder. I thought the shoulder was doing so much better, and I got a sling in the mail, put that on. That didn't seem to work for me. And then broadcast didn't work. So I had to reboot some stuff, but I think we're live now. I think I am connected with you, and it is a treat. So good morning to you. Good morning, Mingle. Good morning, Tony. Happy 4th of July. Love you, Mingle. Are you spending 4th of July in Tahoe? That seems like a beautiful place. I do not have much plans. I'm going to see a friend today, and then I'm going to see a special someone later as they come back to town. I'm going to try not to use my arm as much as possible. Probably play a little bit with Midjourney today. I've been making a bunch of stuff of Burning Man dinosaurs and wacky things, and I just was shown a tool to try to face swap in Midjourney, which that should be interesting. We'll see we'll see. We'll see. But I'm grateful for having some fun with some technology. I'm grateful that I slept well. So there you go. I was struggling with feeling about my body pain, but the reality is it's better. It's that I'm able to sleep. I'm still taking Advil about every 4 hours, but with Advil every 4 hours, I think my life is certainly able to enjoy. So that is a positive sign. Mingle enjoying a beautiful and blue day in Tahoe. Very nice. Well, this is probably going to be a nice, short love morning as people, you got to get your fireworks all set up so you can blow up your neighborhood and scare dogs. That's what celebrating in the country is all about. It's 4th of July has been a tough one the last few years, really since the Trump presidency. I mean, it's always been an interesting time. For me, it used to be a time, though, when I could celebrate tolerance. That we do live in a country that does not imprison dissidents, and we do not generally have a political system that has black ops police officers that arrest people in the middle of the night who oppose the government. We are allowed to oppose the government verbally and vocally, and that's good. That's good. So that's something. But yeah, so there's a lot to be grateful for within all of our struggles and corruption, and within all of our wealth inequality. There's still there's still a lot of freedom within that, and I certainly am able to enjoy that. I am certainly have benefited from all sorts of freedoms and privilege, and I do not spend any of my days worrying about my physical safety. That's pretty amazing. So that's I'm grateful that the country is set up in a way that I do not really worry about my physical safety. Even my RV got broken into this week, and even that was like I don't feel in danger. Luckily, it is broken in a storage unit and not in front of my house, so I still feel safe in my home. So yes, finding things to be grateful for. Crap or cone, gratitude. Mariah, good morning. Good afternoon to you. Mariah's getting ready for the Great Lake Burn, Lakes of Fire, which I hear so much good things about. Mariah's filling my sketchbook with prompts to paint and gift at the event. Oh, how cool. Do you take pictures of them? I'd love to see what you paint when you're there. Good morning, Jim. From the captain. Commander Happy Pants, actually. That is, I'm not, that is my official title. Mingle is grateful for the Burning Man style party that I threw for the summer staff here last night. Oh, last night. I read last night with light poi and lights. Oh, how fun. That's fun to introduce Burning Man stuff to people who are not familiar with it, whether it be poi or fire or wacky fur clothes, that kind of thing. Fun. I've been enjoying your posts lately, Jim. You have I love the tone and the message behind the things that you post about. Thanks. Good morning, Amy. Amy is grateful for our little mountain town neighbors here in Washington State. We dressed up ourselves in bikes and golf carts and all vehicles, did a parade around our little community, had a potluck social along a wild and scenic river we lived next to. We laughed a lot and tossed candy at the spectators. Oh, how fun! Oh, that sounds great. Well, as I said, I'm gonna try to meet up with a friend and do some computer work and clean up a little bit. Maybe do some journaling. Maybe meditate, since I just said I was going to yesterday and I did not. I also didn't look at the moon last night. I think I feel a little guilt for breaking from my practices. That breaking my practices and the injury pain, and unfortunately they're connected. The more like feeble I feel, the more I feel like doing nothing is productive. But I think I need to adjust that a little bit. So there's one conversation that I got in yesterday that I was going to share today. Shall I share it? Shall I? Yes. There is a meme that was shared in my feed, and it says something like, instead of paying for the coffee behind you at Starbucks, call a local school and pay off the back due payment from a kid who's behind payment on their school lunches. And there was this, like, all the comments were like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And yeah, rich people don't need it. And I was like, I got triggered. And then even someone posted a link to an article that talked about how that baristas find it annoying and challenging to do that, figure out what to do with the money and I was like, no, we don't want to discourage kindness. Like, and why not do both? You know, hear me out. How many people that saw that meme and said, yeah, actually did it? How many people said, okay, now I'm going to go look up my local schools. I'm going to go through the phone system tree of finding the right person. I'm going to see who knows what kids, if any, have back payment, if that's how their school lunches work. Then they say, I would like to pay for that. And then the person goes, okay, well, we don't have a system in place for strangers paying that. I guess, well, can you take Venmo? No, okay. So they go through that whole... Okay, so my point is, that's a great idea. If it's really something that matters to you and really something you believe in, then do it and make a video about it and show me how fun and easy it is to do. Because all this meme is doing is saying, hey, there's something that's kind out there. Well, guess what? You could be way more kind than that. No shit. Instead of giving money to the person behind you, which is a simple, easy way to practice gifting and show that you're allowed to gift and really kind of expand people's minds into a world where we're actually kind to one another for no reason, even if they don't deserve it. Instead of doing that, why don't you donate a kidney? Yeah, that's good too. I mean, I'm not going to do that probably, and I'm probably not going to go through the effort of calling a school and figuring all that out. If you are going to do that, awesome. But this vibe of like it's not good enough, or there's better things to do. And then people are arguing, well, but what about the hassle it's putting on the poor workers there? And I'm like, okay, not a good enough reason. If you happen to have a job that people are finding a way through your job, it makes your job easier, but we're having a light of hope in our world where people show kindness for no reason. Like, okay, I'm sorry your job's harder, but that's fucking awesome. Let's not discourage this light of hope. The person said, well, I've worked as a barista and it's a pain in the ass and I don't want to. And I'm like, so wait, why don't you show some kindness to the baristas? And I was like, well, by that logic, am I not being kind by making it difficult if I order a difficult drink? Like, are you saying because someone is a low-paid employee that I should do everything possible to make sure that their job is as easy as possible, even at the expense of my experience. I believe in making it easy as possible. Like when someone comes to me and with their, are you ready to order? I'm like, yes. Or if I'm not, I'm like, come back later. Like I don't want to waste their time. I know what I want to order. I'm, like I really want to make their day as easy as possible, and I want to tip healthily. But I'm not going to say, oh man, I really don't, like gluten toast really makes me feel sick, but I don't want to be a burden on the people that are cooking. I don't want to make things a hassle for you. So I'll just, just black coffee. Hey everybody, let's all drink black coffee and just be nice to the people who work here, okay? Black coffee for everyone. But don't buy for the person behind you, because that makes it difficult for the people working there. Like, I get it that it must be frustrating. Especially one of the things that people pointed out when they talk to baristas, it's like, why don't they just tip us more? That is a good argument. However, do you see what's different? Buying coffee for the person behind you, even who doesn't need it, who doesn't deserve it, who is got money to buy their own coffee, that means that your gift is not about money. Your gift is not about worthiness and deserving, and it's not transactional. It's not for out of pity. It's not for. It's just like, I want to be nice to this person, and here is a super symbolic, easy way to do it, because it is a way to demonstrate that we are all connected, and your joy brings me joy. The very basics of gifting. Tipping you more is not gifting. Tipping you more, it has pieces of gifting in it, but it's not the same. Now, my argument to this person who's saying you're making it so difficult, I'm like, well, why don't we, instead of trying to discourage people from doing this practice that is such a beautiful gesture, why don't we steer the gesture into something that is easier? Like, instead, let's make it into a cake pops for the person behind you. Why don't we do that? If your argument is too difficult to figure out what the drink costs and keeping track of money, okay, I'm going to buy 6 cake pops and hand them out to the people behind me. Maybe that, I don't know. Anyway, it just got me so frustrated that people were digging in and trying to kill this thing that is so joyful and such a beautiful example, and shows people that you're allowed to be one who gifts in the world, and to feel the joy from other people. But what? Why? What? I don't. You're like, I know, I want to do it anyway. I can. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And then we all these people have this twinge of gifting magic, pay it forwardness in them. I was actually angry at the article that was said that we went and talked to baristas, and I'm like, why? You saw something that's beautiful in the world and said, what's negative about this? How can we plant a headline that makes people go, as they start to do a good thing, oh wait, did I read that thing that said maybe this isn't good? Let me stop doing this good thing. Can you tell? I'm riled up. So please keep gifting in all different ways. Please keep looking for ways that you can show a gesture of kindness, even when the person doesn't deserve it, hasn't earned it, just because. Because that's who you are. And that's who we have the possibility of being. Thank you. I love you. Well, whew. So cake pops for everyone. That's my 4th of July declaration. Tony's saying, speaking of Burning Man, shouldn't we be getting our tickets soon? I'm a 58-year-old virgin, getting more excited every day. Well, I am a 52-year-old non-virgin. Oh, in Virginia. Are you in Virginia or are you a virgin, Tony? I don't know. I got notification that my tickets are in the mail and that my tickets will be here this week. So yes, any day now. Some people already are getting them. Good morning, Penny. Good morning. Mariah sharing me. Yes, I have an Instagram. with permission, I will send it over. Please, yes, and actually share your Instagram in the chat as a comment, so that others can see it if you'd like. And that goes with everybody. If you've got something that you do artistically that you would like to share with people here, let us know. Maybe you sell custom cake pops, for example. I want to know. Ooh, Mingle got her tickets. No comments on Starbucks. Maybe I'm out of touch. Maybe I'm wrong. Penny says, I love hearing about Burning Man. I'll be 60 tomorrow. Happy birthday! And have never been, with the exception of Second Life. Someday I'll be there making a dust angel. Oh, that's so cool. Well, happy early birthday. And now that is something to celebrate on the 4th of July. It's Penny's birthday eve. Hi, May. I almost called you yesterday, or I almost texted you yesterday, because there's this white cowboy shirt that you're making, and if you're here and you want to put that link in, I would love to share it with other people. If there is if there's a place that you can order those things or any of your stuff. Last time I looked on your Etsy, I did not see that white cowboy shirt, but if it's still possible to purchase a white sleeveless or off-white sleeveless cowboy shirt, put me in the back orders category. It would look good with this hat, wouldn't it? Good morning, everyone. This is Love Morning. We're going to have a hug and head off into our days in just a moment. Amy! I totally forgot about that and so many things. Oh, and Jenny's here too. Good morning, Jenny. Look at all these creative people that are here. Jenny, I have your paintings right there. If you've got anything that you're grateful for, I would love to hear it. I am grateful that this day has turned around so dramatically, and I'm feeling chipper as can be right now. I woke up a little, and now I'm feeling super good, and I'm excited that I have nothing that I need to do today for 4th of July. I tend to dislike 4th of July. I think, so I'm going to share, I had a 4th of July experience, I don't know how many years ago it was. I was pink-haired, so it was in the last 20 years, probably 15 years ago. I was going down to Pacific Beach and meeting up with people, and there's just tons of people there. And I used to just thrive on crowds. And as I'm walking to meet up with people at the beach, I wasn't even sure. Some like meathead guys they yelled something at me, and they threw a football and hit me in the back of the head. And it like scared me, and then I was embarrassed, and I had this like total like young kid bullying reaction, and I couldn't turn it around, and I went home. I went back to my car, and I cried in my car. It doesn't mean I'm a grown man, but it just, that feeling of like, I'm like, who are these people? I thought this was my city, and now I'm feeling like I don't belong here, and it sucked. That's kind of like 4th of July is kind of the perfect day for that kind of behavior. I may say, and I'm also dislike the 4th. This is the second year I'm doing nothing. Yeah. Okay, good. Oh, excellent. All right, thank you for putting your Etsy. Thank you. Christopher, happy 4th of July to you. Christopher is grateful to be spending this warm day at my Scottish friend's pool later. Nice. I thought at first that you said it was a Scottish pool, and I was so curious about what makes it a Scottish pool. But it is a Scottish friend with a pool filled with water, I'm assuming. So enjoy. Good day for pool visiting. Maybe I'll even visit my folks today, although they're probably doing something fun. There was a time, like long ago, I went to the beach on the 4th of July, and I was just so like there was just so many attractive people in swimsuits that I enjoyed people watching. But just getting to the beach, I think that was the same year that as I was walking back to my car, because I had to park so far away, there was somebody driving in a Jeep stuck in traffic, because traffic is so shitty. Once like it was after the sun was setting, so people were like leaving or trying to get to their firework or something. But there's traffic. I was walking to my car, and there's a guy in traffic that opened up his door and was just vomiting. I'm like, that's not how you do it. That is not how you drink on the 4th of July. Come on, people. Ooh, new one in the works, Jenny. What? Hi, Charlie girl. And appreciate the feedback on my gifting. That was a rant. I was going to say sermon, but no, that was a rant. That was a gifting rant about Starbucks. Charlie girl saying, I'm not into the loud meathead party hardy fireworks going off days ahead of the 4th. Scaring dogs, obnoxious quality of fireworks. I'm inside and staying in tonight. Yeah, I'm not a dog person, or I don't have pets, except for the GIMP I keep in my basement. But it's really like, what a crazy thing that we have this national pastime of fireworks, and we also have like this total culture that loves their dogs. It's like, it's almost as if like once a year we eat dogs. Whatever. Come on, people. It's 4th of July. We're gonna eat our dogs or eat dogs. Like, no, it freaks out so many people that have. It's like, or once a year we're gonna throw footballs at children. Yeah, we love our children, but it's 4th of July, so. All right, I'm not thinking of a good metaphor, but it's kind of heartbreaking to know that there's so many of people's best friends that are going to be terrified tonight. Amy, that was a joke about, I do not have a GIMP in my basement. GIMP is, if you've seen Pulp Fiction, they say bring out the GIMP. It's a human being as a sex slave. My sex slave is not locked in the basement. They are free to walk around the dungeon as they're not. Well, I mean, they are locked up, but they are not confined to a basement box. They can see the sunlight in the dungeon. And sometimes I even let them out to water my other plants. So no need to feel bad for the GIMP. Paney says, I love fireworks. Malta has more fireworks than any other country in the world. What? 470,000 people, 34 firework factories. Wow. I'll be honest. I think I kind of. Have you ever like drank too much tequila and then after that you just don't like tequila anymore? You can't drink it. I think fireworks did that to me. And one was going to the closing of the Olympics in 1984. You're just like, fucking, is this ever going to end? It's just like firework, firework, firework. And also I think Burning Man kind of does that to me where it's like, okay, all right, spectacle, I get it. Let's burn this thing. Come on. Sam showing massive compassion, saying people choose to live in a city with your dog. I don't see the problem. You could be right, Sam. So if you were a dog owner that you just need to leave town on the 4th of July, that's the compassionate thing to do. That's the solution. If you want to, if you've got a job that puts you in a city, take your dog out. I guess that's an answer. Now, if you live in San Diego, we have fireworks every night at SeaWorld. So you just got to live far enough away from that, I suppose. Again, I'm not a dog owner. I don't know. Amy says keeps her dog in and gives it meds. See? Once again, drugs are the answer. I say that as someone who is... I'm checking my sobriety clock. 133 days off of intoxicants. That does not include psychedelics, but that is 133 days over 4 months off of all intoxicants. Woohoo! Amy says, I play harp music, leave them in the master bedroom. Okay, cool. Well, so then as a non-dog owner, I guess I got caught up in the propaganda campaign, the anti-firework propaganda campaign by dog owners. And I will not be bullied by these anti-firework canine lovers. We're going to have a hug in just a second. Oh my gosh, it's already 9:41. Woo! Time flies when you are unnecessarily upset about things that don't matter. Hello, Chris. Thank you. I'm wearing my no urgency shirt and my no urgency hat, which is why I am in no rush to end this broadcast. Chris is grateful for consciousness puzzles. Ooh. I think some ways you could describe a human life as a consciousness puzzle. Lorian says, I think keeping your fireworks to designated times is good not only for dogs, but others, such as veterans who might have their PTSD triggered by unexpected loud noises. I want to also give gratitude today. If you've got anything you're grateful for, we'd love to hear it. Share a little gratitude. What are you grateful for? I'm grateful for the show Smartless Live. I've only listened to podcasts a few times, but they did a video kind of tour series on HBO Max, now Max, and the guys are it's so fun and charming to see them play off each other. And I mean, Will Arnett is just so funny. That guy he's great. I've always liked him, but man, I'm falling deeper in love with Will Arnett. So I kind of watched 4 episodes last night of the series. It's great. Sam, that doesn't count. That's not gratitude. But you can try again. What are something you're really grateful for? I would love to hear something you're grateful for. Jenny says, thank you for your consistent time and energy creating awesome ripples in the world. Gratitude. Thank you, Jenny. I'm happy to hear that. Actually, the last few times I've had a kind of a stretch of morning broadcasts when there was some attendance, minimal attendance compared to in the past. And I was just wondering, maybe this is the wrong venue. I've been thinking about moving this to TikTok where there's a lot of live stuff happening. Because this practice is super beneficial to me. I do a gratitude practice and live broadcasts like this every day at 9. Then I do a Zoom gratitude circle at noon and 6 p.m. This one's different because it's mostly me talking and then some commenting. The other ones, everyone talks for a minute or two that wants to. But it's the practices that I need to live my happiest and best life. And it's nice to know that it has some positive impact on others as well. So thank you very much, Jenny. I am grateful for people that live in cement factories, or that move near. I'm grateful that everyone is doing the best they can with what they got, and I am grateful for finding a way to recognize people are doing the best they can with what they got, that people are struggling, that I'm grateful for the awareness that we're all trying to do the best. Like, we're trying to do the same things. We're trying to be safe. We're trying to keep the people we love safe. We're trying to, looking for security. We're trying to find connection. And this broadcast is really about trying to get ourselves in line with the best version of ourselves. So the ideas that I put in front of me every day for this is connection. I want to be someone today that is open and seeking ways that I can connect with fellow human beings. I want to see, can I find ways to show kindness in some way to somebody? Can I be present when the opportunity is there? Can I look for things that I'm grateful for? And can I be in a constant quest of discernment? Am I being authentic? Is this reaction coming from something that is from the outside, or is it something that's genuinely inside? Noon is Zoom, yes. And you can go to zoom.hugnation.com, and that has more information and the times and things. And you can convert the time to your time. So yes, noon is Zoom. So that we can see each other's faces. If you want, you don't have to, but most people go on camera. Well, with that, Amy says, I'm grateful for friends in real life and here on the interwebs. Love spreading love and gratitude. It's so good to see you, Amy. And good to see everyone here. Thanks for popping in for this holiday morning. I hope you have an opportunity to celebrate freedom, celebrate whatever aspect of freedom, or whatever embodiment of freedom that you can witness and appreciate in your own life today. And with that, let's have ourselves a hug and give ourselves a big squeeze. I appreciate this body, appreciate our freedoms, appreciate the ability to connect in this moment and to be agents of connection as we go into this day. Let's take a deep breath in and squeeze. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of you beautiful ambassadors of love, thank you for being here. I love you. Have a great day. Thank you, Mariah. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, everyone who is here on both the Facebooks and the YouTubes. And if you are a TikToker and think I should be using that platform more, let me know, because I'm kind of dragging my feet, but thinking about it.